Hey Kevin, hey Billy, how's it going? Good morning, you guys. How's your Saturday morning going? And Kevin, I got your email. I'm going to check out those channels and see what I can do. See if they'd be interested in coming on. The one channel I briefly looked at, it looks like it's pretty cool. And I think he said he's from Michigan. Hey Tim, how's it going? Amy, how are you? Uncle Steve, good morning. So I will probably mention this again later, but I believe the plan is right now that Amy Jo and I are going to go live on her channel sometime this afternoon. I'm not sure when. I do know she's got to work, and then I believe she's taking her stuff home and she's going to carve from home. So if you enjoy watching Amy Jo and I carve together, it's always a hoot. Try and tune in and see what kind of trouble we can get into. So yeah, Tim, I commented on your Facebook post about that, and those grips, I would have definitely went with the Bessie, because, well, while I'm not an Ohio State fan, I do hope Ohio State trounces Michigan. So I would have went with the red one. Just my personal opinion. Just so you know. So, American Man, thank you for being here. This is not called a Dremel. You are correct in it being the type of tool. This is a different version of the Dremel. This is the Vevor 1200 flex shaft. So it serves the same purpose as the Dremel. And I've never used the Dremel, so I'll say you could use this for a lot of stuff. I mean, I wouldn't really go removing tattoos with this, but yeah, you could use it for a lot of stuff. Art Card, thank you for being here. But yes, this has the same function as the Dremel. I've never used the Dremel to know what the difference is, but I do like this one. I may try the Dremel one day just to see what the difference is, if there's any. Hey, small woodlot. Yeah, Amy, it's really, this is, when I got into carving, I was using the standard Dremel. I wasn't using the flex shaft. And actually, my daughter bought this for me. I was looking into things, and at the time, I was a Vevor affiliate, which is still kind of in. I just don't use the affiliate program very often for them. Not that they have bad products, just that, you know, I don't I haven't really pushed it much, although the links are in the description. I just haven't done it. But I was looking up tools, and I saw this, and for Father's Day my daughter bought it for me, and I've just kind of stuck with it because it's worked so well. Hey Lions, Fix It Shop, thanks for being here. So you use the 4300 model. Man, you guys are gonna make me buy a Dremel with the C. So Amy, if you don't mind asking or telling, what would be the difference in flex shaft that could be such a game changer compared to what I'm using now? Tell me why I need to buy the Dremel. Because I just might, but I have to explain why I'm spending the money on another tool that I already have. So help me with that. Help me buy the Dremel. And this is some furry wood. Hey Tracy. Smaller grip, more pen-shaped, and not a game changer in my opinion. But now, Kevin, let me ask you this, and maybe Amy, let me ask you at the same time. So, I do like the fact, and I'm going to put my hand in front of the heater here, it's 29 degrees in Michigan, and it is freaking cold with this fan going. So, I do like this bigger base to hold on to, so I don't know as if I would like a smaller radius to hold on to. I feel like I have really good control of this one when I'm not dropping it in my lap. So how much smaller would the Dremel be than this? Because approximately this is about an inch wide in diameter, and I don't know if I'd want to go any smaller than that. Now, without being sexist or anything, for a woman's hand, I've got big honking hands. For a woman's hand, would the Dremel being smaller fit better in a lady's hand? I think that's a fair question. I think that is a fair question. If you guys haven't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get this going. See? So there. So you don't have, I have monster hands. I've got some huge hands. So yes, that might work better for you. And no, I wasn't trying to call it a woman's tool. I was just trying to compare, because most women, I'm going to get in so much trouble in this conversation, have smaller hands than men. And if the smaller shaft fits in your hand better, then that might be why it's so much better. Okay. Alright, well then I may have to, one of these days, on your recommendation, see if I can purchase a Dremel and compare the two. Because I'm always curious as to how different tools react differently. And I may find that it's better than this one. Gotcha, Woodrock. If I go with the Dremel, plug it into the dead man switch. Okay. The foot switch. So I love my foot switch. I do love my foot switch, especially when I remember to remove my foot, because there have been times, as I've talked about, I've set this bad boy down and it has danced right off the table into my lap, and I've broke the shaft. How do you not use these tools and have funny conversations? You can't. You have to have funny conversations using these tools. So yeah, Amy, Joe, and I are going to go live later on this afternoon. That's the plan right now, unless something changes. We will be live on her channel. I do not know what she's carving. I may, if I can find the right piece of wood, I may try to start on another gnome house or a fairy house, because I really like the way the last one came out. So I'd like to get a couple of those made. A couple more of those made. Anyways. I feel like, did you guys see Rhinestone Suzanne's latest short about the fuzzy wood? Ryan, thank you for being here. And Desert Armory, good morning. Just came across your channel. I do wood stuff as well. Enjoy it. I sub and like, awesome. Thank you, Desert Armory. And Ronald, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. And I try to put out pretty decent content. And if I don't put out decent content, Kevin Durica, who is in chat, lets me know. Suzanne had a video, a short out today, I think, about fuzzy wood. And I felt like she was carving my piece of wood, because this is some fuzzy wood. Which isn't that bad, but my goodness. Hey, Dad. Yeah, I mean, when you're doing any type of woodworking, you can, it's, you know, not just using the flex shafts and stuff, you know, it's bound to happen. You're gonna get some innuendos flying around once in a while. But we do have to keep it clean-ish, just in case there are any kids in chat, so. Oh, thank you. I can't see the chat that well. Is that, Latina? 4484. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got my glasses on, but my laptop is fairly far away from me to try and save this, so I can't see all the names that well. But thank you. So if you guys haven't yet, or if you guys need to, I'll talk about it for a second. Cutsoul still has their Thanksgiving weekend sale, their Black Friday sale going on. Thanksgiving they had burrs on sale for 30% off, which was a huge deal. But for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, if you didn't get them Thanksgiving, they still have them on sale for 20% off. And that is if you're in the market to buy some burrs. Amy, why don't you get in the car and drive? Running, you might get really tired. Sorry, I was just trying to be a little funny. It's kind of like, is your refrigerator running? Yeah, well, you better go catch it. The only thing I can think of is, I know Grumpy gets on really early and goes for a couple of hours, and it's Saturday, so most people have time to pop out alive here and there. Every once in a while, I'll go live on Saturdays. So it's just that time of day. It is just that time of day. I was on Grumpy's live for a little bit, and I mean, he's been on for just a little over 2 hours now. So I decided to hop in and go live just for a little bit. But yeah, Saturday seems to be the day. Hey Suzanne, I was just talking about you and your fuzzy wood. I saw your short about your fuzzy wood, and I was like, is she carving the piece that I'm carving? Because this wood is so fuzzy. I mean, it's crazy. It's like snowflakes. You can't see it really now because I've done a lot of the major cutting, but holy crap, I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it is definitely on the fuzzy side. And it sticks to you. It sticks to you a lot. So I don't think this is basswood. This is just something I found, probably by the way it looks, driftwood. I've been cutting up some driftwood, but my goodness. And if you guys haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. So this is just a basic wood spirit that I'm working on right now. Oh, I'm shaving it. Good morning, Amy Jo. I was just getting ready to talk about you again. So this is a basic wood spirit that I am trying to get finished up. Because later on, I believe the plans are that Amy Jo and I are going to go live on her channel unless something changes with her schedule. But that will be this afternoon at some point. So look forward to that. And if you enjoy the shenanigans that happens when we are together carving, Lord help all of you. trying to put some wavies in this guy's little beard mustache thing because I want it to flow. Alright. What's up, Jamie? I said hello. Shows there's 85 people watching. You guys could hit that like button. That would be fantastic. The more likes we get hit, the more this gets pushed out. So it's always appreciated and it's free. Emil, thank you. Emil Zachariah, thank you for being here. So speaking of Java, I'm going to grab a drink real quick. That's good. And that's about how cold it is here. That coffee was hot when I brought it out 10 minutes ago. And now it's cold. But that's alright. I can drink coffee cold or hot. Just trying to shape this guy up a little bit before I move on to the eyes, the eyebrows, and the forehead. How cold is it there, Suzanne? Because right now in the shop, it is about 28 degrees. In Dayton, dropped to low 20s last night. Yeah, it's that time of year, man. So let's try and hit this with the. So when I started this carving Thanksgiving Day, I'll stop for a second and show you guys. Man, I may have to burn this to get the fuzzies out. But when I started this Thanksgiving morning, I love this piece of wood because of how it's angled. So if you set it flat, it's angled with the wood, and that's really the look I was going for. So you guys can see it. If this was sitting on a table flat like that, the wood spirit is taking on that angle. And I'm gonna figure out something to do. I really wanted to keep this knot in there. So I'm gonna figure out something with the knot. But I like how he's flowing with the wood. All right. So I'm gonna switch burrs real quick and work on his eyebrows. Now I've been using the very coarse flame burr, but for his eyebrows, I believe I'm gonna go with the detail burr because I don't want to go very deep on them. Not right now. So just in case you guys were wondering what burr I was using. thing I will tell you, I've just recently got the fine burrs that I've been using for detailing. Awesome, Tim. I really cannot wait for you to try them and see how you like them. These fine burrs that I'm using, one thing I really like about it, and hopefully you can see it. So sometimes in the eyebrow, I like to bring it really close, and only having the coarse burrs, a lot of times it will chunk out wood right here. And that fine burr just makes such a nice cut right here. And it doesn't chunk it out. So while the very coarse burrs I feel are good, you know, for your major carving and taking wood out, the fine burrs for putting in that detail where you don't really want to chunk out wood, I'm really digging them. I am really digging them. Oh, I gotta find my switch. It moved. So pour resin with love. Thank you for being here. And that's Tina, right? I have found that I am getting confused with all of these pour resin with channels. Ha! But I believe pour resin with love is Tina, and if I am wrong, please correct me. I'm trying to get everybody's names down. All right, thank God. You guys are saying hello, Tina, so I'm not wrong. Yeah, I just love those fine burrs. And what's nice is you can come through and just clean them up. Clean up your cuts automatically. That's awesome. So yeah, if anything, I'm going to say these are probably one of my best purchases from Kutzall. And when needed, they will be getting replaced. See, that's just beautiful. If you guys use them, you know, you understand what I'm talking about right now. But with the burrs I had before, I could not get in here and clean up these eyebrows without chunking them out with the coarse burrs. So yeah, I'm really digging them. And eventually I will probably take them deeper. Right now I'm just trying to get them in place, cleaned up. And somewhat looking like something. And if you guys haven't yet, I will continue to say it. Please hit that like and subscribe button. So Tim, I also ordered some burrs through that sale. I'm ashamed to say I don't remember what I ordered. I think I ordered some more coarse burrs. But yeah, I took advantage of that sale too because 30% off, 20% off is just too good of a deal. I think if I added it up right, or if I looked at the website correct, that was almost $20 off a burr kit set, and that's crazy. And if you just bought one more burr or two more burrs, you got free shipping on top of that, plus the 30% off, 20% off. Yeah, that was, if you had the extra cash to buy them and you use them and you understand them, to me that was a no-brainer sale. But not everybody's in the same situation, but I mean, if you can get them, get them. Oh yeah, look through their website. They have so many different options. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, all right, I'm gonna stop real quick and I'm gonna show you something, because I'm really excited, but I am really frustrated. And all right, we're gonna do this. I'll be right back. I'm still gonna talk to you, but I'm gonna sit back down in a second. So, you guys know how I love making the American flags, right? And you know how I just love using the die grinder to make them. Case in point, die grinder. All right, I cannot get this bit off, and it's to the point to where I'm about to go buy another die grinder because I can't get that bit off, and I really want to use these shaping discs that I bought to make American flags. This is the fine disc, and no, this isn't a commercial. We just kind of got onto it. These discs look amazing. This is their fine disc, and I really want to try it. And I also bought their extreme coarse disc, and I cannot use them. Kevin, I don't know where the tool is. I can't find it, and the tools that I do have don't work. And I even went to Harbor Freight to try to buy a tool, and it doesn't work. This thing, I think, is just jammed on there, jammed in there, and I can't get it off. So I may end up going and buying another angle grinder or doing something. They sent me the contour wheel to try, and I want to make another bowl with them. Yeah, I am so excited to use these. I haven't used the contour wheel yet, and I don't know Kutzel like that to where they just send me stuff. But one day I will. But I wanted to show you guys those. And I'm telling you, fast shipping. Yes, I have the wrench, Kevin. I cannot get it off. So this is the wrench that I believe comes with it, or came with it, because they fit in the holes. Got it. I understand that. And then this is the wrench that I went to Harbor Freight and bought, which also adjusts to the holes. And I cannot get it off. I just can't. I'm going to try one more thing. Amy Jo had suggested putting some type of lube or oil on it, like WD-40 or something, to try and help break it loose. But that's going to be my last ditch effort. Yes, Kevin, push the lock pin on the side, put it in, and then turn it counterclockwise because of the way it spins. I know you're trying to help. I get that. I understand that. It won't budge. It won't budge. I am turning it the right way. Have faith in me that I do something right once in a while. I appreciate your guys' help, but I've changed that grinding wheel many, many, many times in the past. I just use that one so much, and I'm wondering if sometimes while I was making the flags, it would catch in and jab, and I wonder if it's just torqued so tight that those wrenches aren't working. Maybe they do need some WD-40. Maybe they need something, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. So anyways, yes, I'm excited to use those, and if I have to buy another angle grinder, I will, because unfortunately I did not buy those with the 30% sale, so I paid full price for those bad Pajamas. And as I get bigger logs, I may try the contour wheels once I get to that point. But for me, I just can't figure out what I would use the contour wheels for with such small pieces that I work on. But if they're sending you stuff for free, Suzanne, that's amazing. I believe his name is Michael. I may have to have a conversation. Why are you sending Suzanne stuff? No, I'm just joking. Now, I probably shouldn't say this because it's probably not going to happen. But I may or may not be trying to have somebody from Tutzel on one of the Thursday night shows. And I think that would be awesome if it happened. And I may or may not be going to try to see. I haven't yet. Oh, okay. Then I'll have to look out for that. What I would like, once I get past the holidays, I really don't want to start bombarding them with stuff right now because Christmas and New Year's and everything. But afterwards, I'm going to see if I can come down and do a warehouse tour. And that would be awesome. Because come to find out, Cotterville, Michigan is not only on my way to the cottage, but it's only about 2 hours away from where I live. So if they let me do that, they let me come out there and do a tour, I think that would be the bee's knees. That would be amazing. All right, so I'm gonna switch back to my flame burr, because I'm gonna work on this forehead. Yeah, I've got some ideas that I'd like to throw by them. You know, it's just time and what they would be willing to do. But from what I can tell through the correspondence that I've had with them, they're not only a really cool company, but They seem to be pretty laid back and open for suggestions and for just about anything. So it's definitely a company and a product that I am happy to get behind. I'm trying to roll this forehead back. See you, Pat. Now, believe it or not, I did have a company send me an email because, and get this, I'm not sure how this ties in, but they love my Halloween videos. What I did with the shadow boxes and what I did with the skeleton and everything. And they said that they love my Halloween decor stuff. So they wanted me to do a review of one of their products. And that product was, get this, they loved my Halloween videos. Halloween. So, they loved my Halloween videos so much, they wanted me to review a snowblower. Why not? Why not review a snowblower for a company that loved my Halloween videos that had nothing to do with a snowblower? Ha! I found it funny. It was kind of comical. So, yeah, it probably was the same company because I do remember Bear talking about that. And I sent him an email back and I told them that I would be willing to do it under these terms and that they needed to decide soon because it's Michigan and the snow will be here. But I don't think they like my terms, so I haven't heard back yet. But honestly, I really don't want to do a snowblower video because that means I would have to get dressed. And some of you may have heard in videos that I've actually been outside in my underwear shoveling snow. Hey Beatrice, thank you for being here. So yeah, I don't necessarily know that I want to do a snowblower video. Just trying to get rid of these lines in here and round this forehead over a little bit. I'll get in there with the detail burr in a few minutes. But yeah, if you guys didn't hear, Amy Jo and I will be live later on her channel. I'm trying to get this guy wrapped up because I believe I'm going to try to do another gnome house while we're carving. So if you're on later or looking for something to do, definitely check that out. All right, Suzanne, thank you for being here and talk to you later. I'm not going to be ashamed to admit it. Thanksgiving, I carved in my pajamas. I'm going to let my hands warm up for a second, everybody. Yeah, Thanksgiving, I was so excited to get out here, have the day off, that I was out here in my pajamas carving. But I have been known to go outside and start shoveling snow. And sometimes I may or may not have been in my boxers. It happens. I'm just saying. It happens. All right. So I'm going to go back to the detail burr because I want to try something with these eyes. Man, I really like that. Nice and easy. And it shows there's quite a few people watching. If you haven't said hi yet in chat, please say hi. The people in chat don't bite. I don't bite. And I'd love to know that you're here. So please say hi, say something, and participate a little bit. You might find a couple of new friends. You may enjoy what you're seeing. And hang out with us. I'm glad you're here, but let us know you're here. And if I see you, I will definitely say hello to you. So speaking of PJs, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Sometimes I wear pajamas that looks like shorts, or sweatpants, I'm sorry, not shorts. And every once in a while I will catch myself, or I should say my wife catches me going to the store in my pajamas. And if she catches me, she reminds me how we don't go to the store in our pajamas. And I'm like, well, we might not, but I do. See ya, Tina. Big dog, what's up? What's up, buddy? All right, I think I need to take this cheek down in the eye a little bit more, because now that I've got this put in, this looks entirely too high. Alan, hello from the UK. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, sometimes, you know, you shouldn't go to the store in the pajamas. Not saying I never have, not saying I never will, but there are times where we need to think about proper attire. And I'm not judging. No. Because I've done it, I will do it, and it will probably happen. And if it does, maybe I'll take a video of it. But for now, just believe me when I say I have gone to the store in my pajamas. Awesome. Thank you guys for saying hello to Alan. I'm glad Alan's here. And I believe Alan, maybe not right now, but I do know we have quite a few people that watch the channel from the UK. So it's awesome that you're here. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I think I may eventually have to take this, what would be my left eye, down just a smidge deeper because this cheek is too thick. So once I take this down, I'm going to have to take that eye down a little bit. Blade, also from the UK. That's awesome. See, there you guys. You guys are neighbors. Bringing people together in the community. That's awesome. And thank you guys for being here. And if you can, hit that like and subscribe button. Or if you just want to hit the like button, that's good too. Let me earn that subscribe. Alright. So I am gonna switch burrs. And I'm gonna go back to the fine burr because I do not want the coarse burr to chunk out this eye, but I'm going to use the fine burr to gently take that inner eye down how I want it. Hello from sunny Florida. Oh, I'm so jealous of you right now, craft artist. Oh my goodness, sunny Florida is probably at least 70 or 80 degrees, and I'm sitting here in 29-degree weather, carving, and enjoying my time with you guys. Do you mind if I'm jealous a little bit? Alright. Awesome. Ray and Sandy, thank you for stopping in. Oh, did I hit 2K? Can't stay, just dropped in to say congratulations on 2K. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Thank you, Ray. I was not aware that I hit 2,000 subs today. Awesome. Well, in that case, definitely thank you guys so much for the likes and the subscribes and everything. That is awesome. I was definitely hoping to hit 2K by the end of the year. I didn't think it would happen. Current temp is 64. Wow. I wish I had 64, but thank you very much. You know, thank you guys. Seriously. We hit 2K. That's amazing and that's awesome. Thank you so much. Michael, thank you for being here. Awesome. I appreciate it. You can stick around, hang out, talk with everybody, get to know some people, and enjoy your time. I'm enjoying you guys being here. I'm truly enjoying you all being here. I enjoy the conversations. Two dudes, what's up? I'm not going to change bits again, but I'm going to use this detail burr to bring this cheek down. And what I'm finding is my knot is in the way, so let's see how we can get around this. So any of the new people in chat, do you guys do any type of Dremel carving? Do you do any type of woodworking? And do you have any type of channels? And everybody that's in chat, please make sure you put your channels in chat so maybe you can pick up a subscriber or two. Here to share the love, not keep it for ourselves. Alan, do you have a channel? Or do you just do it? No, you don't just do it. Well, that's cool. And if you hang around long enough, you will find there are a ton of great artists that hang out, stick around, and learn from each other here. Rhinestone Suzanne, if you saw her, she's one of them. Everybody in the chat is just amazing. So, yeah, if you stick around, you'll meet some really cool people. Okay. Well, craft artist, it is fascinating to watch and it's fun to do. And if you ever get a chance to try it, it is amazing. It's really fun when you get your piece done and you get a little bit of finish on it and it starts to pop and looks the way that you want it to look. I'm sure probably just like the crafts that you do. It's an awesome feeling. It's an awesome feeling of accomplishment. So if you ever want to give it a try, I would highly recommend it. And like I was saying, there's plenty of people in this community to try and learn from. Just fantastic people. And we have a lot of craft artists in this community also. So it's not just carving. We have a lot of resin artists, crafters. I can't think of the name, but the pyrography, where they burn wood. So if you stick around long enough, you'll probably meet some really cool people. You know what, Kevin? Good idea. Thank you for sharing that link. And as a matter of fact, I don't do this often with newer people, but I feel like craft artist needs to be a mod. Normally, for you to become a mod, I've got to see you in chat 3 or 4 times, but I just have this feeling that you're okay to be a moderator. Awesome. And I just made you a moderator, so of course you can share your channel. So I'm going to kind of draw in the mouth here if my pen's not frozen. It's not going to be perfect, but I want to just give him a little bit of funky shape to his lips. Something different than just the old circle or angle or something. Let's see what we can come up with. I may completely ruin this whole thing with this, but I think it's going to be all right. And I will definitely swing by and subscribe to your channel when I'm done. And I will leave a comment so you know that I did. And we are all about helping and being with other communities and people that try and help them succeed. And in a few months, oh, you just put up your first video. Look at that. That's awesome. I was just going to say, if you hang around the community long enough, in a few months, we're probably going to hear you say that you put up your first carving video. Maybe not, but you never know. It's happened. But awesome. I look forward to seeing your first video, and thank you for being here. And if there's anything I can do to help, or anything anybody in chat can do to help, please let us know. I know we have a awesome group of people in chat that are always willing to step up and give you a hand. And the community as a whole. This is not my community. This is a community that I belong to. And everybody is just so freaking awesome in this community that they will help in any way, shape, or form. So cool. That's awesome. I like when stuff like that happens. Especially newer channels. I don't know how many subs you have, but yeah, that's awesome. Hey Jeff, what's going on? So I'm sure most of you know by now, Jeff is my brother. And he actually lives about 4 blocks from me. And I see him most of the time just on YouTube. But it doesn't mean I'm not just a phone call away. well, we will try to help you get some more subs. And we do have some amazing resin artists that hang around. Pour Resin with Love, if you've never heard of them. Beating me crazy. I cannot think of all of them right now off the top of my head. I'm trying, but definitely some really good resin artists in the community. Yeah, Kevin, that's a good idea. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to gently bring these lips down without taking away too much. So I'm trying to, if you can see them, I'm trying to see them. The wood is so white, you might not be able to right now. I'm trying to keep the wavy shape that I have in them, but at the same time, try and bring them down to where they're not so kapow. And sometimes it's easier said than done. Because by taking it down, I don't want to lose the shape. Excuse me. Alright, so it's getting close. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll try and bring it up to the camera a little bit better and move it around. But here the lips look pretty good. The wood is a pretty white wood, so it's kind of blending. But if you guys don't mind, I'm going to take a break just for a second. I need to get my hands in front of this heater. It's funny because I have a fan going on shooting at the piece to blow the wood away from it. So that's constant cold air. And I have a heater right next to me, which isn't outdoing the fan. So my hands are frozen. So I'm just trying to warm them up a little bit. And Kevin has always got some great ideas. So Kevin is a good person to talk to because I know he's helped me out a lot with my channel. He's planning on getting a channel going probably next spring or summer, I believe, Kevin, correct? But Kevin is a wealth of knowledge. And I do enjoy having him around. That's going to be the next short that YouTube creates for this video. Kevin is a wealth of knowledge, and he's enjoyable to have around. Okay. I got a little heat, so let's get back at it. I'm going to work on this knot a little bit before I end the live. So let's work on that. I want to bring some round features to it. Just a little plug-in heater. Normally my wife uses it for the basement when she's crafting, or one like it. Because my wife does do a lot of scrapbooking and crafting. And I kind of inherited it because she got a different one. So it's just a little plug-in heater. I've got it set to 85, but with current temperatures outside, it's only been able to make it up to 39. Ah! So I do want to bring this knot area down a little bit more, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep the round feature into it because I like that. But I want the spirit to look like he's more coming out of the wood, so I do want this a little bit lower. Well, you know, for my real job, because YouTube is not my real job, for my real job, I do work outside in all weather conditions. So I would like to say I'm kind of used to it, but you don't really get used to the cold weather. And I generally only go live for about an hour and a half or so. So I can deal with it for a couple hours. And the heater's putting out enough where it actually is helping. And if it weren't for the fan blowing on my hands continuously, it wouldn't be so bad. But I need to get a box that sucks up all this sawdust, because those work really well. I just haven't taken the time to make one. Because there are things out there that would make my life much easier. But I have to take time to do it. So on this side of the carving, I want to round it out a little bit underneath the guy. Not so much to look like the other side, but to kind of match it. So one side doesn't look round and the other side looks flat. So that is what I'm going to do right here. Concentrating on this area here to take it a little bit deeper, so when I scoop it up, it'll have that curve to it. Go over and then bringing it down. Yeah, see, Kevin, um, I'm really leery about having any type of propane heater. We do have a propane heater, but there's so much dust flying around the shop that I am really, really afraid to start like a flash fire, which I know the chances of that probably are slim to none, but I only have one garage, and I just couldn't imagine trying to replace the tools. So now I'm going to show you guys this real quick. So by carving this down, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, and kind of sloping it, it's brought the wood spirit. Oh, this is going to look so much better once it's finished. And it has a sealer on it. But it has made the wood spirit pop out of the wood much more. And that is the look I was trying to go for. I did slip right here and get that cheek. I'm going to have to fix that up with the detail burr. But the same with this side. I want to bring this down just a little bit more to get him to pop out a little bit better. A lot of people can do a carving in like an hour. I can't do that because I see things, I've said this before, I see things and I get a certain look that I want, and I just continue to work the wood and bend the wood until I'm happy with it. So a wood spirit or a carving like this for me could take a few hours because I want to achieve the look that I'm going for. Plus, maybe it will help somebody else learning how to carve or with ideas on to carve and different tips and tricks on what to do. And not necessarily the best feature, but you can at least hopefully give some good ideas. But I really do want to save this knot. I don't want to lose the knot. I was called an artist the other day. Thank you, Kevin. And I do not think of myself as an artist, but it was a very, very nice compliment. I'm just a guy who likes to play with wood. I'm hoping, now that I've got past all the really dry stuff and I'm getting into harder wood. Let me blow this off real quick. What I'm hoping is, when I spray this with some sealer, I don't know how well you can see it, but there are some red lines coming out through here, like on the nose, down here, throughout here, and around here. And I'm hoping when I hit this with the sealer that those lines pop. that is the big thing. The wood itself is white, and it's hard to see at the definition on the camera. But once that sealer goes on and the depth starts popping and everything starts coming to life, I think it's going to look much better. And I really hope that color difference jumps out at you. That's what I'm hoping for. Because the variation in color is what really grabs you on these. And I love wood, I love the texture of wood, and I love what it offers you. And I like to try to bring out of it what I can. Sorry, I know you can't see that very well because I've got it twisted up. I'm trying to get into that. Trying to get into that crevice right there. And adding just a little more shape to it. Kevin, are you on Facebook? I was just thinking about that. Thing started making a weird noise. I don't know if you guys heard it or not. Is it all one word like you have it here? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna try and find you. I'm going to look for you, Kevin. I'm going to stalk your Facebook page. Alright. I think for that part of it, he's going to be done. So now, I'm going to give him a little bit of a beard. Where's the tool that I like to use for the beard? Let's go with this one. You know, we'll probably be ending the live here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes. I don't like to go much more than an hour and a half, but I'm going to go a little bit long on this one trying to get this beard in. fuzzies make it really hard. Hey SMK, thank you for being here. Awesome. I'm gonna sand this down just a little bit. I want to see. Kevin, do you know SMK? Better question is, do I know SMK? So the Shoops did that to me the other day. William Shoop has a channel or a name, and I didn't know it was William Shoop. And they were making fun of me in chat because I didn't know. Oh, okay, Kevin. Because I didn't know it was William. And they're like, should we tell him? Should we tell him? So that was just funny because I didn't realize it was William Shoop's channel. All right, well, I'm glad they have a baby video because that would be really weird. Going, hello, SMK, cute baby. And I was like, what? Wait a second. Do you know them? But then again, with Kevin, I don't really... I'm not surprised by much. So, all right, you cannot see the beard that well because it's all blending in. But I put on a different burr, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to give it some depth now. But once I put the short up of this completed, it's going to look really cool. Trust me on that one. Oops, I hit the camera. Sorry about that. All right, I want to hit up in here a little bit more. I want to get under this lip a little bit, just to look like it's blending in under the lip. Alright, I think that's going to be cool. Let's sand this down a little bit. And sand in here a little bit. Now that is looking better. I will take a smaller bit and get inside of these smaller grooves just to give more of a hair pattern. But you can see how the beard is coming out now, and I'm liking that. What do you guys think? That might be one of the best beards I've done. Just saying. Well, you guys got me going long. I'm gonna stay and get this beard done. Because I'm having too much fun. Even though I'm freezing. Why is the bit blue? Which bit? The one that I just used, or what? This one? Maybe it's not blue. Maybe it is black-ish, because when I get into some really hard woods, it gets hot. So maybe it just appears blue, but no, I do not have any blue bits. But I do have some burnt bits that I still use, because even though they're burnt, they're still good. So like this one. Oh, so I may have carved something colored to try and get, that might be it, Kevin. Very observant. So sometimes what I will do is, as you guys know and see, I will draw on wood what I'm thinking first before I just carve it, because if I don't like how it looks drawn, then I won't carve it. So I may have tried to remove some ink with it. So that is a very good possibility, and you are probably correct. Basically what I'm trying to do here, and you'll see when I sand it off, you've got all these really deep spots into the beard. So now in between each of those, I'm trying to put smaller carves in, just to give more of a little hair feature, a little bit more detail. So that is what I'm trying to do here. They don't always come out perfect, but it does add one more layer of just definition and texture. And I think that is gonna about do it. So let's get this sanded off and see what I'm talking about. It probably would. It probably would. But a wire wheel, I believe, would just put more scrapes in it. I'm looking for depth. So on a finer scale, yes, a wire wheel would work really well with adding some definition and texture, but I want the different depth. You'll see in a second. I'm gonna get this blown out and sand it off. So what you could do, and I have done in the past, so I want different wavy patterns in here. I'm trying to get these little spots blown out, which will happen, and I can hit it with the wire brush just to try and get them. And the wire brush does it just as well. I mean, it does it also. Yes, what you're talking about, a wire wheel will help and can help. I just don't have one readily available. I did learn this trick from Amy Jo and quite a other few people on using the wire brush. Now let me blow this off. And sand it one more time. But generally, the wire brush works really well also. At least in knocking things down. But now you should be able to see if the camera picks it up. Should be able to see the deep marks, the long marks, the small, thinner marks. It just gives different textures and pieces to catch the eye. And for me, it gives it a more authentic kind of beard look. So that's what I was going for. Different depths, different sizes, bigger, smaller, deeper, lower. Just to give more of that look. So what do you think? I like it, and I think once the clear coat goes on it, it's really going to get that to pop. So I just don't think I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do that on this. I think this guy's just going to flow down like that. He's going to have his beard here, and I may work on a few other things. But all in all, I'm happy with how he's turning out. So I am going to end this live because I'm about almost 15 minutes over and I'm freezing, but it's all good. If you have not subscribed to Amy Jo 143, I believe. Kevin, can you throw her link in the chat, please? Amy Jo's link. Later on this afternoon, Amy Jo and myself will be going live and we'll be carving together. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, please go give Amy Jo a subscribe. Check out us carving side by side later, and the shenanigans normally get out of hand on that show. So thank you, Jeff. Yes, there it is. Amy Jo 143. If you want to come this afternoon and hang out with us while we do some more carving, that would be awesome. I don't know what time, so just hit the notification bell, and we will get it together this afternoon. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm freezing. Oh, awesome, craft artist. That's awesome. She's really nice, and she does some superb carving and stuff, and you are gonna like it. So yeah, check her out. She is one of the best. I have learned so much from watching her that it's awesome. And yes, it's nice, Rita. Nice to meet you. Everybody that's new, thank you for being here. Appreciate the likes and the subscribes, and I look forward to talking to you guys more. And I hope you have a good day. I am going to end the live. So thank you very much, and I will see everybody soon.